Hello, beauties. Welcome to Moms Unboxed, a podcast where I unbox with you the how-tos, tips, and tricks to empower women to upgrade relationships, intimacy, and parenting. I'm your host, Melanie Caroline, a multi-dimensional woman, life coach, lover, and mom who's made a lot of fucking mistakes. If you want to live a sensual and liberated life, you've come to the right space. Don't forget to follow Moms Unboxed because you don't want to miss an episode. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Moms Unboxed. How are you mamas today? I hope that you're having a beautiful week, and if you're not, I trust that it'll turn around for you. Woo-ee! Did y'all catch last week's episode? Because if you didn't, I talked about embracing your authenticity, sexuality, and sensuality, and this week we are unboxing what it takes to have body confidence. Okay, so if you know a mama or a woman out there who's struggling to own her body and love herself fully and completely, send her this episode because today we're going to be talking about the summer body myth, which is a bunch of bullshit, okay? And we're going to be cultivating body confidence with certain tools, and listening up to this episode is going to help with all the things. So send it to your favorite girlfriend who needs to feel empowered and embrace who she is fully and authentically. So summer is here, ladies, okay? Which means we're seeing a lot of social media about embracing the summer body, but we're also seeing women who might have that perfect physique in their swimsuits. Okay, and I know it's not me. I do not have no perfect physique, and I don't believe in perfection like that. Okay, what I believe in is fully embracing all of who you are authentically and sensually, and loving your curves, your stretch marks, your whatever, your cesarean scar, your titties, your ass, your stomach, your fucking beautiful body, because you're gorgeous, okay? Throw away that perfectionist mindset because it is negative. And social media that we watch, societal expectations, norms, standards, and magazines, TV shows, whatever we are consuming, it's a myth, okay? So we don't need to engross ourselves in this diet culture, this social media and advertising. Ooh, to get a perfect body, you need this. Let's throw away the word perfectionist. And I know this is really hard, especially as women like myself who grew up as a perfectionist, trying to people please her way through life. This is incredibly difficult, but it's important to note that when we can toss out this idea that we have to look perfect or be a certain way in order to be attractive, we experience freedom within ourselves, within our mind, within our own body, and we get to really accept who we are in our body's transition, because that's what's most important, right? Is that we get to experience and love our body for its transitions, because here's the reality of it. You can work fucking hard this summer, getting into top shape, having the flat abs, the big ass, but next summer, you're going to look different. And you're going to have to do that work all over again. So if we just maintained our physique and embraced what we looked like, while it's okay to say, you know what, I'd like to lose a little weight, or I'd like to work on my booty, that's okay too. But are you coming from a place of positivity and love and grace, or are you shaming yourself? Because those are two different things, right? If you are working on your body because you hate yourself and you feel shame and guilt over the way you look, that is different than, hey, I want to work on my body from a place of love. Okay, so I want you to think about that really, really hard about, yes, create the goals, but also where is your mind at? What is the mindset? What is the intention? If you are trying to work out because you have a partner who looks down on you or shames you, that's the wrong intention. Do it for yourself. And if you're with a guy like that, man, why are you with them? Okay, let me say that first and foremost. Okay, no. What is the intention of wanting to work on your body? For me, I'm cutting out sugar, girlfriend. I want to eat healthier. I want to be better for myself, for my children. Because here's why. When you have kids, you are literally a reflection of your children. They are going to mirror you. And I realized when I was eating so much sugar, and my son, who was also eating a lot of sugar, and my other children, had some unhealthy eating habits because mom had unhealthy eating habits. And my mom didn't eat, my daughter didn't want to eat. And I was like, oh, okay, and now I see it. I see things very clearly right now. And I needed to shift that. The intention was so I could be better, eat healthier, so my children ate healthier. Okay. So if you want to work out and you're like, I want to work out so that I could show my children what it is to live a healthy lifestyle, girl, that's a great intention. So think about that. What is the intention of your goals? Why do you want to do it? And two, where is your mindset? If you want to have body confidence, we sometimes have to shift our mind. We have to look at ourselves in the mirror and we have to say, I really enjoy the way my collarbones sit. I really enjoy the curve of my ass. I really enjoy having some fluff on my hips. I really enjoy my breasts, my arms, my hands, my fucking eyes, my smile, right? Pointing out the things that you love about your body rather than the things that you'd like to change. So when you are gazing upon yourself, I want you to think about, how can I love myself more? Can I point out the things that I really enjoy about my body when I look at myself in the mirror? Okay. Because I think we need to get to a point and place and time in our life where we stop doing things for other people, or we stop trying to impress men by doing things for them. Do the thing for you. Do it because you want to do it, because you love yourself, because you want to eat healthier, you want to be better, you want to work out, you want to do some physical activity so that you can prolong your life. Do it for you, not for your man or your partner or your woman or for society or to look good in that bikini. Like, sure, we all want to look good in a bikini, right? But what does that even mean, to look good in a bikini? What is the criteria to look good in a bikini? Because I can't think of any criteria, because the criteria is within yourself. It's how you make you feel. That's the criteria. It's like that Dove commercial. It got so many fucking views. The marketing for it was amazing. But the Dove commercial was like all these women of different physiques, shapes, sizes, height, whatever, came out for this commercial. Okay. And it revolutionized the way we looked at bodies. And so that's what I think about when I think of women in bikinis. It's like there's no criteria. Does she think she looks good in it? Does she feel good in it? Fucking yes, absolutely. Girl, rock that shit out. Right? And we are all at a different comfortability with our body. We have to stop comparing ourselves to other women. And that right there is going to shift everything that you feel about yourself. When we can stop comparing ourselves, that right there is the ultimate. Like I said, there's so many different ways that we can experience freedom within ourselves, and comparison mindset is going to eat you away and place so much shame and guilt on yourself when you compare yourself to the next woman. And this is something I have to work out in many facets of my lifestyle, is comparing myself to other women. Us women, we have a comparison mindset to something, right? And it's something that we have to continuously work on. And that's okay, as long as we're working on it, right? And not letting it eat at us. I get nervous about him leaving because we are, in an E&M lifestyle, and I get nervous about him leaving me. And I'm like, well, what is it about me that you want to be with? Like, I don't get it. Like, how am I different than any other woman out there, right? He's like, you don't get it because they're not you. And once you can start seeing you, you'll understand why I'm not going to leave you for some random peep. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay. And so I really had to start seeing myself for who I am fully and completely. And then I started getting it. I started understanding, like, okay, well, good luck finding someone who is me, because there is no me out there. This is the only one. My coach, my mentor, amazing woman, she likes to say, you are limited edition. There is nothing else out there like you, point blank, period. And so when we start owning our confidence, owning who we are, understanding that we are unique, and that doesn't make us better than any other woman, it just makes us unique. It sets us apart from other women, because there's no one like you, my listener, my goddess woman, fucking sexy ass mama, who I hope you are confident and you are, confident in who you are. There is no one like you. That doesn't make us better or worse, or do we need to compare? Hell to the no. It just makes us two fucking amazing women with different qualities, right? With different looks, with different styles, with different personalities, values, morals, careers, the way of doing things, the way of everything, right? It just makes us different. When we can support other women together, we will rise. That confidence in each other will get stronger. We get to celebrate one another, and we get to say, fuck yes. Damn, girl, look at you in that bikini. Oh, girl, you look so hot. We get to celebrate each other and compliment each other. And us women, I swear, women being around women who are supporting each other, loving each other, is fucking phenomenal. There is nothing like it. There's nothing like it. Like, yeah, sure, it's nice to get a compliment from your man. It makes you feel good and sexy. But when you are in a group of women who are supporting each other, loving each other, showing each other compassion and grace and laughing and having fun and just this fucking sisterhood, that feeling is undeniable. And that's where we need to get at this summer. Okay. So when you see a woman who is rocking, feeling good, smiling, owning her bikini body, regardless of what she looks like, you feed her a compliment. Okay. You tell her how bomb she looks, because you know what? It takes a lot of courage and bravery to wear a bikini out in the summer with a bunch of people looking at you, even at concerts in those beautiful outfits. It takes courage. It takes confidence. I was at I said this in the last episode, but the ZZ concert, and I loved it. But I was at that concert. I was wearing my fucking sexy, cute little outfit. I felt like a little fairy goddess. Okay. I was wearing a sweater when I first entered the venue. Okay. I was wearing a sweater, and I went into the bathroom, and I was like, fuck, I got to take off the sweater now. Whew, I'm nervous. I was nervous. I knew I looked fine, but it's different when you're looking fine in your own house versus around a bunch of other women, right? I said, well, I'm going to take this off, and maybe someone will give me a compliment when I leave the bathroom. Because I was wanting that little bit of confirmation. It's okay. We all want validation sometimes, right? Especially when we're trying to be so brave and courageous. So I walked out of the bathroom, and automatically this one was like, oh my God, girl, you look so beautiful. You look so hot. Da, da, da. And I was like, thank you. Because I was like, I needed that little bit of empowered compliment. I needed someone to see me and be like, yeah, you look amazing. And it does so much for women who get complimented by other women. It just hits differently. And that's the thing about being around groups of women who feel confident about themselves, is they're going to celebrate you, because they're not comparing you to them. They're like, fuck yeah, we all look hot. I love that. And now I finally get what Donnie was telling me if we were going to be involved with another hot woman. Shit. I hate when I do a podcast episode in my own life, like my own life lessons start arising when I start talking. And I'm like, oh, this is what Donnie was talking about. If we get involved with another woman who's hot, I don't need to feel less than. I could feel just as hot as her. Shit. Okay. Sidetrack. That was a little side comment. If you've heard my podcast, I'm E&M lifestyle, and we are dipping our toes in different things. And I have had to work through these body confidence issues. I've had to work through feeling courageous and brave with the possibility of being with another beautiful woman. And it's no different than being with another beautiful woman on the beach, seeing her and celebrating her while not making yourself feel less than. Whew, shit. if you are a woman who's not feeling very confident about herself, be mindful of the social media you're consuming, the television shows, who you're following, because it does take a toll on our mind and our confidence. And we do find that we start comparing ourselves to other women, and social media is not realistic, especially like magazines and stuff. They can edit those bodies, right? You don't see one fucking blemish, no like skin blemish, no scars, no nothing. Okay, that's not realistic. Please stop following them. Please stop looking at them and look at your own body the way you look at them. Like, damn, they're beautiful. And let me tell you, damn, you're beautiful. Okay, dress for joy. Dress however the fuck you want. If you don't feel like being in a bikini this summer, don't be in a bikini this summer. You can wear whatever the hell you want as long as you feel good, okay? It doesn't matter your size or shape. If it doesn't fit you, you don't feel good, it's a fuck no. Don't put it on. Don't put it on. I remember, and don't feel guilted to wear something you don't want to wear. Okay. I remember my girlfriend and I, this was many years ago, we were getting ready for a club and I really wanted to wear my white shorts. I felt really cute in my white shorts, but she wanted me to wear the white skirt. I didn't like the white skirt. It didn't feel good to me. I fucking wore it anyway. And as soon as I got in the club, I said, no, I should have worn my white shorts. So wear things because you want to wear it, not because your girlfriend's trying to guilt you. Because here's the thing. Cool. Her opinion matters. It's nice that someone's helping you out. But what feels the best is when you feel good in it. You feel sexy, sensual in whatever it is you're wearing. They're going to have a different perspective and scope of you, right? They're not living in your skin. So please wear something where you feel good, okay? And there's different types of swimwear: bikini, board shorts, high-waisted, one piece, bikini top. It doesn't matter. Wear what feels good for you. Okay. Reconnect with your body. If you're struggling and you feel so disconnected from your body, you're not feeling good in your body, you're just feeling like shit, this is a tall tale sign that you need to reconnect with yourself. Okay, so there's several ways that you can do this. My favorite is just standing naked in front of the mirror and just gazing upon yourself like you're a beautiful piece of art that you've seen for the first time. And you get to touch this piece of artwork, okay? It's not like at the art museum where it's hands off. Hell no. Put all the hands on your body. Just feel your arms. Feel your shoulders. Feel your collarbone, up your beautiful neck, through your face, down your other arm and shoulder. Feel your breasts. Feel your chest, your stomach, your hips, your ass, your legs, hell, even your pussy, okay? And this isn't sexual. This is like, hey, I'm reconnecting with myself. You can even close your eyes and touch yourself and be like, oh, wow. It's been so long since I've gazed upon myself, since I touched my body, since I've admired it, since I've told it how beautiful it is and how grateful I am for my body and all the functions and the pleasure that I receive through my body, the senses that I intake through my body. Thank you, body, so much. You're so beautiful, and I'm so grateful to have you, and I'm so sorry for all the times where I thought you weren't good enough. Thank you, body. I love my body. I want to connect with my body more. I want to dance. I want to swim. I want to walk. I want to use my feet in nature. I want to feel good about myself. I want to feel confident about myself. Thank you, body. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay? That is the deal. That is how you're going to connect with your body even more. Okay, it's a simple practice. It's about sensuality. It's about pleasure and exploration through you and speaking to yourself in a positive, beautiful way. It's about showing yourself compassion and grace and joy that you have a body that you get to experience being in while you're here on this earth. Your body is beautiful. It is the temple that your soul resides in, and you have to show it appreciation. You have to be loving to your body. So one of the things that's coming to mind for me right now is I when I was a teenager, I didn't like myself. I didn't like my body. I was bulimic. I would gorge out and then fucking vomit. Like it was not a healthy pattern, right? And it's taken me a long time to really accept my body. But I remember I was in this fucking deep death journey, really looking at my shadow part and looking into my soul and my body. And what happened was my body became its own entity. It was like this version of Melanie that I had neglected, that I had been unkind to. And I saw her. I was standing right in front of me, but it was the spirit of my body. And she says, why are you so unkind to me? Why do you not like me? Am I not good enough for you? Am I not perfect enough for you? I am literally your life energy. I am the thing that carries you through this world, and I am the thing that you reside in. Why am I not good enough for you? Can you love me? Can you take care of me? And I saw her, and I felt so sad that I had treated Melanie in this way. I had treated myself, my body in this way. And she was in tears that I had been so cruel and had shamed her so much. And from that moment, I just understood that your body is not just flesh and bones and organs and veins and arteries and blood. It is literally a piece of your soul, your spirit. Your body is a part of you, and the way you treat it is important. It matters. So think about that when you are practicing this sensual exploration in front of the mirror, is really talking to yourself as if she is a part of you. She's another entity of you. She is your soul, a part of you that gets to be loved, seen, heard, and validated, to be treated kindly, and to have a healthy bond with yourself. You need to acknowledge her, your body, because she is beautiful. She is loving, and she does so much for you. And of course, I got to come out with a meditation specifically for this practice so that we can do this practice together. Keep an eye on this meditation practice that'll come out next Monday, because it's going to be a beautiful journey of exploration and self-love. Because this summer, anytime, fucking all year, doesn't matter. You get to love who you are. You get to love your body and see who she is fully and completely. All her scars, tissues, blemishes, whatever. It doesn't matter what your body looks like. She deserves to be seen, loved, heard, and validated. The power of presence within yourself will move you through so much. That is where the confidence, the belonging, the bravery comes from. It comes from within you. It comes from you not comparing yourself to other women. It comes from you embracing who you are, what you look like, regardless of who's around. Because the fucking depths of your self-love is ingrained that far within you. And we have to, as women, rise and own who we are fully, completely, and lovingly. All right, mamas, that is it for this week's Moms Unbox episode. If you found this episode encouraging and empowering and fucking liberating, send this to a fellow mother or a girlfriend that needs to hear this. Your shares mean the world to me. I love you, and don't forget to live a liberated, sensual, and unboxed life. Until the next time, sunshine. Thank you again for joining me for another episode of Moms Unboxed. If you have a topic or relationship question, connect with me at I am Melanie Caroline. And don't forget to follow Moms Unboxed. May you live a liberated, sensual, and unboxed life. I'll be chatting with you next Wednesday for another episode. Until the next time, sunshine.